morning and welcome to a special edition of Western Valley Middle School Kids News. I'm Ricardo.
And I'm Anthony.
Today we are talking about how kids are making a difference in their own communities.
Right here at Western Valley Middle School, students had partnered with Arizona's Project WET and Arizona State University to help save water, making a difference for the environment.
Here to tell us more about what these kids are doing is Luis.
Good morning, Ricardo and Anthony. Let me give you a number, $1,045.39. That is how much these kids have saved from their school district's water bill. But beyond saving money, they are making a real difference by leaving more water for the environment. How do they do that? Teaming up with Arizona's Project WET, these students researched the amount of water in faucets throughout the school. Then they switched out the aerators, reducing the flow every time the faucets are turned on. What that means is this change will make a difference not only for this year, but for the future. You've got to be proud of that, Ricardo and Anthony. Now that's real science and real savings.
Thank you, Luis, for that update. Now to find out more about exactly how these students were able to do this.
Here's Andres with an interview of one of Western Valley students to tell us more.
Hello, Anthony and Ricardo. In order to find out more, we found a Western Valley student who was willing to answer some questions for us. His name is Eric, and I have him here live via Skype. Hi, Eric, and welcome to Western Valley Middle School Kids News. So we heard students were able to save quite a bit of money by changing out the aerators on the water faucets. Can you give me an idea of the process involved?
Thank you, Andres. Actually, changing out the water faucets happened in one day, but there was a whole lot of work leading up to that day. We actually have been studying everything you ever wanted to know about water for a year.
A whole year studying water? Wow! How did you get started?
We started by brainstorming how we use water, things like drinking, watering the grass, cooking, and cleaning. Then we considered different kinds of water use technology with a lesson called Water Saver Mystery Box. It is truly amazing the different devices that have been created to save water.
Oh, now that sounds like fun. So tell me more about the procedure for that water audit.
First, we mapped out how we use water. Some students created maps like this. Then we got into groups to measure the flow of the water from the faucets for 5 seconds. We checked the aerators, and took notes. Students took turns timing the water flow and holding a boat to catch the water. The idea was to find out how much water came out in 5 seconds, then change the aerator to one that saves water, and finally remeasure the water flow in 5 seconds to see what a difference the new aerator made.
How incredible was that? Well, you kids should be proud of what you are doing to save water. Thank you for sharing with us. Keep up the good work, Eric.
You're welcome, and thanks for the interview.
Well, there you have it, Ricardo and Anthony. These students at Western Valley have a lot to be proud of. Back to you.
Welcome back. Thank you, Andres, for that excellent interview. It was great to see kids making a difference.
We leave you with one last clip. Here are student chemists from Western Valley Middle School talking about the difference experiment they did testing for dissolved solids at the Rio Salado Habitat Restoration Area.
Please listen, watch, and enjoy. Our experiment was based on our question. We decided to ask what was the total dissolved solids in the lake and the total dissolved solid rivers.
The first thing we did was gather our supplies and we started at the lake. The supplies we needed were a flow meter, which measures how fast the water moves, a thermometer to measure temperature, a conductivity meter, which gives an estimate of the salinity ions, a pipette for dropping the chemicals, and sulfuric acid.
First, we measured the flow of the water with the flow meter. Our first measurement was 2 meters per second. This told us how far the water moved in 1 second.
Next, we checked the temperature and wrote down this data. Then we collected water in a bottle and put chemicals into it. We stopped, waited 2 minutes, and collected the water turned black. We added the chemicals and water turned first orange, then clear. After that, you see practical in the water.
We wrote down our data and then went to the river and did the same process in the river.
Our second measurement was 8 meters per second. Total dissolved solids were 0.260.
Thank you for watching Western Valley Middle School Kids News. We hope you enjoyed our special episode about how kids are making a difference in the community.
I'm Anthony.
I'm Carl.
This is Western Valley Middle School Kids News signing off.